what really happens when you stop caring. Not pretending, not acting strong, but genuinely stop caring. No more checking your phone every few minutes. No more waiting for their message. No more replaying old conversations in your head. First, it feels like freedom, like you've finally taken control of your mind. But then, something unexpected happens. Your mind goes quiet, but your emotions don't. You still remember them. You still feel something. And that confuses you, because you thought detachment means you won't feel anything at all. But that's where most people are wrong. Detachment is not about becoming emotionless. It's about not being controlled by your emotions. Let me explain this clearly. When you talk to someone every day, share your thoughts, your time, your energy, your brain creates a connection. Not just emotionally, but mentally. That person becomes a part of your routine, your daily life. So when they suddenly disappear, or their behavior changes, it doesn't just hurt your feelings, it breaks your pattern. And when patterns break, your brain starts searching for answers. That's why you keep thinking about them. That's why you feel restless. That's why you go back and read old chats. But here's the truth you need to understand. You are not just attached to the person. You are attached to the habit of them. And habits don't disappear overnight. Now this is where most people make a mistake. They try to force detachment. They say, I don't care anymore. But deep inside, they are still hoping, still waiting, still checking. And this creates inner conflict. Because your words say one thing, but your emotions say something else. And that's exhausting. Real detachment is different. It doesn't come from force. It comes from clarity. Clarity about what you deserve. Clarity about how you should be treated. Clarity about your own value. Let me ask you something. Were they really that perfect? Or were you just ignoring their flaws? Think about it. The late replies, the inconsistency, the times you felt confused, the times you gave effort, but didn't receive the same back. You saw all of that, but you ignored it because you were emotionally involved. Now when you step back, you start seeing things clearly. And that's when attachment begins to fade. Not because you forced it, but because your mind finally understands reality. And this is the turning point. This is where you stop chasing. Not because you're trying to prove something, but because you no longer feel the need to. Now imagine this version of yourself. You wake up, and your mood doesn't depend on someone's message. You don't feel anxious when your phone is silent. You don't overthink every small detail. You just feel stable, peaceful, focused on your own life, your goals, your growth, your future. This is emotional independence. And very few people reach this level because most people are addicted to attachment. They confuse attention with love. They confuse comfort with connection. And that's why they struggle to let go. But you are different because you are starting to understand. Now here's something powerful. The moment you truly detach, people notice, not because you did something dramatic, but because your energy changes. You stop seeking, you stop chasing, you stop reacting, and suddenly, they feel your absence. They feel the space you left behind. And sometimes, they come back. But here's the real test. When they come back, will you go back to the same version of yourself? Or will you stay strong? Because if you go back without changing yourself, the same cycle will repeat. Same effort, same disappointment. But if you stay in control, everything changes. You set boundaries. You don't tolerate less. You choose what's right for you. And that's real power. Not controlling others, but controlling yourself. So if you are trying to detach right now, don't rush it. Don't force it. Understand it. Feel it. And slowly, let it go. Because the goal is not to forget someone. The goal is to become someone who doesn't lose themselves for anyone. If this made you think differently, watch the previous parts of this series, because everything connects step by step. And in the next part, I'll show you why people come back after you've moved on and how to respond in a way that changes everything.